Yeah, thank you very much for attending my talk. Yes, the title implies that we have already been doing something in the area of real-to-real produced hybrid electronics, and that there are some updates since the last time I had the opportunity to speak at the predecessor organization of TechBlick, I should say. So this is not really my next slide. Maybe I need some help on how to operate this. Okay. That looks better. Perfect. So first of all, who are we and why are we at a printed electronics conference? Where do we fit into this entire picture? So Identiv is, first of all, a US-based company. So headquarters in Fremont, California, not far away from the Tesla site, unless that has already now been moved to Austin, not sure. In Fremont itself are about 10 people, so most of the company are located somewhere else. The two main areas of business, the one that I'm associated is RFID. All of the rest that you can see here essentially is the so-called premises business, so physical access control. It means the technology for letting you get into doors of your buildings with a smart card. Also the video surveillance, so everything that lets, I would say it's a very US-focused business. So everything that lets you as the person in the security room have a good idea of who's going in, who's going out, and so on. And therefore, this is also very governmental focused, this business. That is what we are supplying. So most of the business for this physical access control is everything that has a 3-letter acronym and is a US agency. Or apart from that, also the European business would be, for example, the US Army bases, but not much beyond that. What I'm associated with is the so-called identity business unit. And yes, we also offer readers, which might be interesting if you are interested in a full design. If you have, for instance, a device that you want to have being able to read NFC tags that we're developing, then we can help in the co-development of very tiny readers and also the associated NFC transponders. I myself am based out of Munich, Germany. That's where our R&D center is. Our mass production site is located in Singapore. And our friends from the Indian R&D who are helping us with firmware development and everything that's associated with the hardware development of, let's say, more classic electronics, those are located in Chennai, India. So as mentioned, so the 2.5 business units that we have are physical access, and the areas where we are selling into RFID tags, which is essentially a kind of flexible electronics in super high volumes. You know that there are billions and billions of RFID tags out there, so very well-established technology, but not rigid PCB based. Those areas are now more and more pharmaceutical. Medical devices is already much further ahead, but pharma is now really taking up. Also luxury jewelry, packaging, logistics and shipping is also an old use case, but smart packaging, luxury and jewelry, that's now really taking up since, not only since 2017 when the iPhone has finally opened up NFC, but also actually since COVID, because lots of people were needed to innovate, and also lots of consumer electronics took up, and also luxury goods wanted to be authenticated reliably. And that's a nice area where we have a lot of growth. Logical access are just referring to the reader side. Where are we as Identiv especially good at? And that is going to the slide of what is actually RFID or NFC, and what is hybrid electronics, at least from our point of view. So RFID is a form of flexible roll-to-roll electronics production. I always say very provocatively, it's the cheapest possible form of classic electronics. So you have a low-cost substrate, so this is polyester-based or paper-based. You have one single chip which comes without a package. You directly take it from the wafer. It has only gold bumps on them. You take one droplet of adhesive, you stick the chip to the antenna, and that's it, off you go. From that point on, you have a wireless communication device, so the cheapest possible form of interacting with something, of providing identification. But of course, you want to have rather something like your nice contactless tickets that you know from public transportation, or maybe something that can be a little bit better protected and put inside a football jersey, or inside of a nice luxury baggage, or like a handbag or something like that. So you will have, on the one hand, of course, this first process of putting the electronics piece together, but then also so-called converting process, where